Why do you love metal? It's a question that metalheads get asked all the time, a question that has as many answers as there are metalheads. You can love Black Sabbath, Lamb of God, and Meshuggah, but the specific reasons you love each band may intersect very little, if at all. The purpose of this show is to dig into the question, to explore and celebrate the vast stylistic variety within the metal genre. So, why do you love metal? Let's find out on 5 Songs. Here we go, another episode of 5 Songs. Welcome. I've got Joe Massingill today, vocalist for Full Strike Frenzy, and you play drums in Busby Death Chair.
Yep. Do double duty in 2 bands.
Cool, man. And you also book and promote shows as well. I've played a bunch of shows that you've put together.
Yeah, not as much as I used to, but and I want a show that goes really good with good bands. You want something done right, do it yourself. So
absolutely, man. Well, welcome to the show, Joe. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, man.
Cool. Well, as everybody knows, Joe has brought with him 5 metal songs that he digs, and we don't waste a whole lot of time getting into it. So, first song on his list is an old classic, a song that I love. I'm already kind of geeked about this one. This is Sepultura with Dead Embryonic Cells. Tell us about this song, Joe. What do you like about it?
This song, when I first heard it, the drums just blew me away, man. Igor's is just incredible on there. So, and then at that time, a lot of thrash had the higher pitched singers, or they were tuned higher or whatever.
Right,
These guys were tuned lower, and they had that just brutal vocals, man. And I loved it. And that's what started me going on this stuff. Igor was a really big influence on drums for me. So
yeah, I do remember back in the day, like every now and again, I'll listen to the Beneath the Remains album, and they were one of the fastest bands around, man. They were so fast.
Right. That CD was great too. I had the cassette of Bestial Devastations and the really old stuff, but it sounded like it was recorded in a garage, but it
probably was.
It was hard to really understand, so I didn't listen to that stuff as much until I grew older, and then come back to it, and I can figure it out a little bit better what was going on with it. But as a band, Sepultura just that time I thought they spanked everybody, just squashed them.
Right on, man. All right, well let's cue it up and have a listen to it. This is Sepultura, Dead Embryonic Cells. was back in the days when Sepultura was like straightforward, no bullshit, man.
Man, just crushing. I mean, dude, he was going off. I don't know if they were on cocaine or good shit back then or what the hell was up.
Yes, safe bet.
You know, them guys, they were just brutal. Like I said, man, when Max split from the band, you know, and there was Soulfly and there was Sepultura. At that time, I didn't like either one of them bands. Soulfly has grew on me over the years. And Sepultura, they're a good band, but they're not fucking Sepultura. It's not. It's just like Max would be able to go call on Soulfly Sepultura. It's not. Two half-ass bands to me. They need to get together and do a tour.
Right. Yeah, I used to. I was telling you before. I used to. Like way back in the day when I lived in Saginaw in the early '90s, I did vocals in this metal cover band. We used to do this song, so that was kind of running down memory lane there, man. That brought a lot of stuff back.
Yeah, I remember when I first started coming on the scene, there was a band called Youth Corpse out of Ypsilanti or Ann Arbor area, and they covered Desperate Cry, and they just destroyed it. I was just like, holy shit, I don't even want to come up here and play, man. These guys are good, man. My little Monroe hillbilly ass was like, fuck that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, like doing Sepultura covers, especially the old ones. The problem isn't that, because it's pretty straightforward stuff. It's not complicated. Right. It's just some of it is so goddamn fast. That,
yes.
It's
they really step it up, man. There's pride of Brazil, if you ask me. Besides their waxing. Maybe a little bit of their soccer, I guess. I don't know. Kudos, thank you, Brazil.
Right. Alrighty, man. Let's move on to the next song on your list. We got Propane, which is a band that I confess I never really got into. I don't know.
Right. The people that love them. There's just Propane is like the AC/DC of hardcore metal. They sound like Propane every time they play a song. It's different. You know, they've been around for 25 years. When they're idols of mine. When I first come out to Detroit at the Harpo's, we went to go get autographs from Testament, DRI, and Propane. We never heard of Propane. We were there for Testament, DRI. Testament never showed up to the place to get the autographs. And I was a little dick, man. Propane's got their table out there, and I go up, and they look, you know, and they got their, I've never seen nothing like it. A bunch of short-haired guys with skull caps on. They look like gangbangers to me, you know, 'cause New York and shit. And I was like, well, maybe you guys should give me an autograph in case you end up being cool or famous. I was a fucking little dick, man. I'd have been like, fuck you, dude. But they were cool. They signed my shit. Like, you know, whatever. And since Testament didn't show up, the guy there at the music store ended up giving us all tickets to go to the show that night. So that was my first time ever to walk into Harpo's. I'm 19 years old, and I just hear this thunder. You know, it's like, holy shit. And I see a pair of legs fly. And I didn't know the pit was down there. All I saw was a pair of legs. And I was like, "Oh yeah!"
That was a hell of a venue back in the '90s, man. I saw
pictures for beer and shit.
I saw so many. I saw Napalm Death a bunch of times back there. Morbid Angel a couple of times. I mean, Electric Hellfire Club, Neurosis, all kinds of shit in the '90s.
I seen some great shows. You know, I played some great shows there too. I mean, it's too bad it went down where it went. Whatever, but. At that time, it was a magical time. Like I said, it was my first time there experiencing. We had $10, and we had one guy who was old enough to buy it. He's like, you know how much how much this was? I'm thinking, well, there went all our money. He's like, 50 cents. I'm like, well, go get 6 more. But Propane just tore it up, man. They just destroyed it. And their tone, they just, when they chunk, they chunk. And he's a very political writer. All his shit's very political. You know, a lot of people shy away from it. He's straight up, hey, this is how I see shit. If you don't like it, go look at it your own way or whatever. But he'll make you think if you listen up.
Right on.
This is their song about their life in New York, growing up there and shit like that when they was there, and it's called The Stench of Piss, and it's basically it.
All right, you know, which kind of fuck it. Let's have a listen to it, and then we can talk about it a little bit more later.
All right.
Propane, The Stench of Piss.
He don't wanna work, 'cause he looks like a bum and he stinks like
Propane, the stench of piss. I like that. That was I kind of it's definitely like early sort of like it's
90s,
it's not like a rap metal thing, but it's definitely like a hardcore metal crossover.
That was one of the first crossover metal bands that I really got into.
The thing that kind of surprised me about this song was the guitar solo wasn't bad, because like bands like this, they usually don't even bother with guitar solos. Or
that's Tommy Klimchuk, who played on the first 3 CDs, and he is really, really good. He, like you said, that kind of music doesn't always involve solos, but when he did get to shine, he shined.
Yeah, no,
for sure.
They had a good tight sound. It wasn't, again, not real complicated, but nice and tight.
They can do 3 chords, and they can go weird too. They got some shit that's like, what the hell are they doing there? I had to sit and listen to it a couple times. Like,
see, that's
and it's like really slow. It's not like really slow.
That's where I like to go. So I'm gonna have to dig into some Propane and find some of the weird stuff you're talking about, because that's the kind of shit I dig.
In for the Kill, that'd be a good one to check out. Yeah, some of the later stuff. He got some European dudes that were like in death metal bands and shit like that. So he's boosted it up a little bit like that too. I think they tuned down a little bit more. Getting up there and shit. And I can't wait till we're playing with them June 17th. Full Strike Frenzy is at the Token Lounge.
Oh, cool.
And it's gonna be badass, man. We just spanked it at Prong last night, man. Destroyed it. First band to have a damn pit in there for sure. And then we held our own very well. We had our crowd, and they were very loud.
You always do. I mean, like even if we're not gigging, man, I always love seeing a Full Strike Frenzy show. I've been watching you for the past 3 or 4 years now.
It might be longer, man. You guys were coming out to frickin' the Nuke. Yes, and that Abe passed away 2 years ago.
Yeah. But just I've been watching your development as a front man in that band, and you're one of the most I think you have a really, really good stage presence. I really dig watching you perform, because you're good at it, man.
It's natural born idiot. Give me a microphone. Some people, some beer. I'll do what I do.
Right on.
But I appreciate that, and shit like that makes me keep wanting to go, man. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've hit the coasts back and forth, and I'll die doing this. There ain't no doubt about it. I'll die a metalhead. Horns up, man.
He was just flashing horns.
That was.
For those.
How do I look? Is my hair fucked up?
For those watching on the radio. All right, man. Next up, Guar.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't know who Guar is?
Well, if you don't,
love them.
You deserve.
If you don't, you need to enlighten yourself. So.
Yep.
This song, it's in typical Guar fashion, is called Meat Sandwich.
Yeah, and we got to open up for Guar a few times, 5 or 6. Actually got to play between them and Devil Driver at Harpo's on my birthday one year, and they made that happen.
Nice.
And Dave Brocky was my favorite frontman to ever watch on stage, and it's a shame he's gone. But you want to talk about an entertaining fucking singer? That was the man right there.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen Guar. Like I said, I saw Guar several times at Harpo's. I saw him, I've seen them all over the place, and they were. I used to say for a long time, for 20 years, I was saying it's the best entertainment you can get for $20 American.
Mushrooms and a Guar show. You really test your mental status there. Right. I passed.
All right, so Meat Sandwich.
Yes.
What about this song in particular? Tell us about this one.
It's hilarious. Vomiting erection. What else do I gotta say? Come on. To be able to perform and play. I mean, these guys ain't playing it. No TNT shit. They're moving. No, they're doing some.
They're
chops
playing some serious music.
And they got all that gear. And best fucking show live show money could buy.
That's cool, man. Well, let's do it. Let's listen to it then. Guar, Meat Sandwich.
In the name of Guar, in the name of love, in the name of the blood dripping out of the sun, I call out your God till before me he stands. But don't send me Jesus, he's only a man. Meat Sandwich. Meat Sandwich. Meat Sandwich. Meat Sideways. Made. Sideways. I have come as a fairer thing, snapping at your bloated underbelly. Crucify. Crucify. Crucified. Shrieks of the crucified. Let their agony, let their to be the shrieks, the warning of the dead screams. Bubbling the wretched, crushing the bottom, bubbling the wretched, bubbling the wretched, crushing the bottom, bubbling the wretched. Bubbling the wretched, bubbling the wretched, bubbling the wretched. Furthermore, let them come, let them come, let them come, they come for. Furthermore, let them come, let them come, let them come, they come for. Furthermore, let them come, let them come. Let them come, they come for hate. Sandwich, crucified. Hate. Sandwich, crucified. Hate. Sandwich, crucified. Hate. Sandwich, made. Sandwich, made. Sandwich. Sandwich, whoa, whoa. Hey, sandwich.
Dude, that band it's how could they're so funny.
You know, I'll go on YouTube and watch the oldest videos, man, interviews and shit. The shit that he would come up with, it's great. When I was hanging out with Todd Evans, that used to be in the band. He's in Mobile Death Camp now. And hanging out with Todd backstage from Harpo's before our show, and Dave Brocky. And Dave was he was acting drunk when people would come by, so drunk that he couldn't understand him and shit like that. And they'd walk away. Man, that guy smelled funny. You know? It's like he's like this all the time. Todd's like, yeah, man, he's going good today. The guy's just hilarious. When I was hanging out around, I constantly laughing. He's so rude, but so cool about it.
Well, right. I mean,
you know,
it's all in the delivery, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's I figured out a long time ago that the only difference between obnoxious and charming is wit.
Yeah, maybe 3 inches.
Yeah, write that down, Whiz. All right, man. Next up, we have another great band who I think is woefully underrated. Just because the time that they were doing their thing was sort of when hair metal was dying and all the record companies had glommed on to fucking, you know, grunge and all this kind of stuff, and bands like Wrathchild America, who was an excellent band.
Jesus,
bands like Wrathchild America got they got a little bit of play on MTV, as I recall, and then
sometimes on Headbangers Ball, and they really didn't get a big push, but their production, it speaks for themselves. You can listen to the old songs. Shannon Larkin's their drummer. It's probably my favorite drummer of all time. He was in Godsmack for years. I didn't even know it because I can't stand fucking Godsmack. He's giving an interview on the radio, and they're like, "We're here with Shannon Larkin." I'm like, "Why the fuck is Shannon Larkin on the radio on the riff?" You know? And, oh, you're in Godsmack? I was like, "Well, what the fuck?" He's getting paid though. But to hear the Wrathchild America shit, I could see why Sully would want to hire him, because he's that good.
Right.
I mean, he fills everything up. He's nonstop going. And at the time they did this, drummers weren't like that. There was no triggers. He's playing a big ass Neil Peart like set and destroying it every night.
Right. So this song, Desert Grins. What about this song in particular?
This song is a story song, basically talking about a guy being trapped in the desert. You know he's gonna die. The desert smiling at you, and the word. He's a great songwriter for writing story-like songs, and the music changes in this is incredible. And they even do the old '70s boxes, the Folk boxes, and they do harmonies on that in this song. They can go from a blues thing to a metal thing to a classical thing in a drop of a hat, and that's what I really love about them. That and the pure energy they give out. And this song here just drives. Shannon Larkin kills drums on this. You're gonna love this, Whiz.
Okay. Cool, man. Let's hear it. Wrathchild America, Desert Grins. Oh man, that's a great song. Those
Yeah,
guys,
dude.
see, that's I mean, I kind of tend toward more, more proggy type stuff.
Right,
And
exactly.
and this, man, there's like so many different. There's like different movements and different arrangements,
Yes,
and
yes,
just
exactly. They'll have just a 2-part measure in a song, and it sticks out so bad just for them 2 parts. That'll riff will stick in your head, man. Like,
But yeah, but you're right about that drummer, man. The drummer, like the kind of stuff that he does.
he just feels everything. He feels everything.
They create so much texture. You know,
Yes,
there's so many layers and levels
Well,
to it.
the drummer is the spine of the band, if you ask me, and that band had a very good, strong back.
Yeah.
For
Absolutely.
sure.
God, what that's a great song,
It's
man.
a shame they didn't get more, bigger or whatever.
Right, yeah.
But the people that do know this band, they love this band, and
Everybody listening to this right now, you should just like go back like 6
Yep.
minutes and listen to that track again. 'Cause it was awesome.
go to YouTube and find the other shit off there. The album's called
yeah.
3D, and they had another one called Climbing the Walls. And
Yeah, that's God. It's like we said, it's woefully underrated, man.
yes,
Great
very,
band.
very, very underrated.
All right, cool, man. Last song on the list, Pungent Stench. Early, sort of like proto grindcore, industrial death metal,
Blues. They do, man. They got a big blues
bluesy,
influence,
groovy.
man.
Like, weren't they like from Austria
yeah,
or something?
They're from
like
Austria.
just-
Yeah, Vienna, Austria.
Knuckleheads from Austria.
I was actually going to buy a Leatherwolf cassette tape, man. They didn't have it there at this stupid ass little record store in Monroe, and then I was feeling shitty anyway. I was pissed off at a girl or something, I don't know, but I seen a Pungent Stench cassette. I was like, that's how I feel. I'm buying that. I bought it. And
So-
I couldn't make out what the hell they were saying for a while there, and then it just clicked. One day I made out one of his verses, and I was like, dude, these guys are great. It's my favorite band of all time, still to this day.
Cool, man. Well, so this song is called Viva la Muerte.
Yeah, Long Live Murder. And they're just sick. Pungent Stench. If you expect something nice out of them, you're stupid. Just stop. Go listen to some fucking Bob Denver.
Oh, I know their album covers are just kind of horrifying.
Oh yeah. Everything about them is horrifying.
Not like skulls and skeletons and shit, but just like
sick shit. Yeah,
it's like blood, blood in a filthy toilet and unidentified chunks of meat lying around.
Penises for a necklace and shit. Them fucking Viennese guys are weirdos, man.
I hear
But
you.
They got some good jams.
They do. It's true.
It's heavy as hell.
I have the same EP that this one is
Right.
on. So yeah, I mean I'm very familiar with this stuff, and I haven't heard it in a long time, so it's gonna be a treat. Pungent Stench, Viva la Muerta.
Oh yeah. soon your fate will be my team. But before you die, you were dead to fight to me. I think you know who I am. I'm a tolerant king, the fire of mankind. You were like shit to me, and you will repent. I came into your life. Fuck your body, I'm like a cockroach. See you in the head and the face in the mesh. Another freaking done because I am invincible. Oh, feel I'm wasted and forgot that principle. Whoa, yeah, I like to kill at will. And then you call it me, just a minute and a pill. What fucking breath, where's the human race? Your twisted cleanses what I'm gonna taste. Yeah, baby! Wow! Oh, yeah! That is the game of fun, it's yet to come. I'm gonna get the bitch and fuck this piece of cum. And wearing this stuff spell after a while. She had stuck in dick when I screw up in doggy style. I'm tagged up in your face, and she lays it up. Swallows everything. Watching this stupid chick, sucking at them and stick, makes me really hard. Just like a rebel, I'm making trouble. Big shoulder, otherwise you make it double. Don't up for resistance and wait to move. Feel like waiting, that's my motherfucking principle. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wow. But I'm motherfucking principle.
Cool, pungent stench, Viva La Muerte. That's old school shit, man. That's like late 80s, early 90s.
Early 90s, maybe mid 90s, 93, 94.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I mean, but we can still kind of hear, you know, at least I can hear, you know, strong elements of what's of like, you know, the current like doom stoner sludge trend. You know, it's just with those heavy bluesy
they were
riffs they got going
pioneers.
on.
Yeah, they were pioneers on that shit. A lot of bands at that time was like Carcass and Napalm Death, were considered grindcore, Deeds of Flesh and shit like that. I mean, it's all good stuff. I really do like it. But these guys do that element of blues or fucking just silliness and crushing it. And that's awesome. Nothing nice about them. That's what I like. It's punch and stench, man.
All right, man. Well, that was your fifth song.
Yeah, this was awesome. I love talking metal with some peers and hanging out, and this is awesome. And I listen to the show every week, honestly.
Cool, man. I
to
like
so.
to hear that.
Well, yeah, I need to know what these little assholes and all these other bands are listening to, so I can, make sure they're comfortable at the shows and play the proper music for them.
Oh yes, well we are.
And I know like Squirm Diggler really likes that Donnie Osmond, you know, and make sure we'll get that for him. Love you, Squirm.
All right, man. This has been another episode of 5 Songs. I'm your host, Kevin Tulppo. My guest has been Joe Massingill of Full Strike Frenzy and Busby Death Chair. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you guys very much for having me, man.
I love it.
This is awesome.
Good
Keep
stuff.
it up, Kev, man. It's good shit.
Thank you very much. Thanks, as always, to Gary Willibey for twisting the knobs and making us sound like we know what we're doing.
I can't believe he does this with no pants on all the
stuff.
time. It's
Well,
weird.
you know,
how do you work like this?
It is distracting,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
you know, fortunately, there's beer here.
There'll be some flies landing on that.
And thanks,
Right
thanks again to John Archer and for letting us record this here at the
Yeah,
Maidstone Theatre
Love
in
this
Ypsilanti.
place. Great place.
Come on down here and check out a show. It's got a great big stage for a little venue and great sound system. Awesome, I love it here.
Yeah, same here. Full Strike Frenzy loves playing this place, and Busby finally got to play this last year, and they're hooked. Can't wait to come back too.
Absolutely, man. Well, that'll do it for this edition of 5 Songs. And to close us out, we've got Joe's band Full Strike Frenzy, in which he's the frontman vocalist. This is their song called "Claim My Prize." Check it out, and we'll talk to you next week.
Peace.
Later.
Every time I head down south, I start in Laredo. Pussy's magnet draws me on over to Mexico. Favorite place in the world that I said I never wanna go. Don't wanna see you, no, I gotta see you, Tijuana donkey show. Every time I go down south, I wanna see the donkey show. Every time I go down south, I see a Tijuana donkey show. Every time I go down south, I wanna hang with the Latino. Every time I go down south, I see that Tijuana. Favorite girl in the whole damn world, Kiki Chavalo. $50 a rain, a goddamn thing that she won't do. Boy, you know that girl, she really loves to ride a mule. Favorite girl in the whole damn world, Kiki Chavalo. Every time I go down south, I wanna see that donkey show. Every time I go down south, I see a Tijuana donkey show. Every time I go down south, I wanna hang with the Latino. Every time I go down south, I see that Tijuana. Every time I go down south, I wanna see that donkey show. Every time I go down south, I see a Tijuana donkey show. Every time I go down south, I wanna hang with the Latinos. Every time I go down south, I see that Tijuana. Yeah, the donkey show.
Early sort of like proto grindcore industrial death metal,
Blues.
Yeah, baby.
blood in a filthy toilet and unidentified chunks of meat lying around.
That's how I feel. I'm buying that.